Hello guys, welcome back to another Netflix movie review. Today we are reviewing Leo. Leo is an animated movie by the Happy Madison Company, which is Adam Sandler's company. Now we know Adam Sandler does a lot of work with Netflix and all that. He's been in a lot of like comedy films and Murder Mystery 1 and 2, which I've reviewed on the channel this year. But now he is voicing a reptile, more specifically an iguana. And his name's Leonardo, or Leo for short, hence the film. And basically, Leo and Squirtle, who is also like a turtle, voiced by Bill Burr, those two are basically like in a classroom pet, I guess, in America. Like in America, it's quite a big thing to have like a classroom pet. And then when the weekend comes round, you know, the pets get taken home by one person in the class. It's quite a thing. I've seen it on like not so much like animated films, but also like in real life films as well. And yeah, I think the closest we got to it in my class growing up, I remember we had a class bear, like a teddy bear, and on the weekend you'd have to take the bear home and look after the bear and take photos of the bear and then bring the photos in and put them on like the thing of like what activities the bear has been doing. I remember I had to do that once upon a time. Anyways, Leo. So Leo is, like I said, an iguana, and he's like realizing that he's like 74 years old. You can remember 1949 being in the class, and he goes back like so many years and is 74. Now he reads somewhere or hears somewhere that iguanas only live to 75, so he's a bit like, oh my god, I've got like a year left and all I've done is just stay in this class for 74 years of my life. I haven't done anything. I want to climb a tree and be free, be an animal that's free, obviously. So he has that opportunity to do that. He goes back with certain classmates or whatever, and he kind of uses his last year in a good way. He talks to the humans, which obviously freaks them out initially, but then he kind of makes everyone feel like they're his best friend. So like, I'm only talking to you, I'm not talking to anyone else, I'm only talking to you because I feel like you need this. And he gives advice because obviously he's in the class. He can kind of like, you know, see certain friendship groups that need like nudging certain ways to like all be friends or whatever. And in a nutshell, he basically brings the class together, which obviously at the beginning of the class is quite disjointed, and they go in for this competition thing. You know, they lose their teacher because she's on maternity leave, all of that, and they've got like this really strict teacher who even starts this whole thing of Leo going to the pupil's home or whatever. But yeah, it's Adam Sandler. There's a kids film vibe to it, definitely, but it has a ton of adult like innuendo jokes in there as well. It was easy watching for me on a lazy Saturday afternoon that I watched it. Very, very easy to watch. Very chilled vibes, and to the point. I think the only thing that took me away from the whole film was the predictability of the film. Like, I felt like I could just go into the kitchen and grab like a drink and some food or whatever, and I wasn't really missing much. I could kind of hear what was going on. It wasn't like something that I felt like I had to like pause, which is a good thing for a kids film because kids zone in, zone out and all that. It definitely got Obi's attention. He loves anything animals on the TV anyway, so he basically sat there and just looked and stayed at the screen the entire time. So if you want something that's easygoing, like family movie, but with some adult jokes as well, it's definitely good for that. I wouldn't say those adult jokes are like, gonna cause any riots with kids or anything. Like, kids ain't gonna pick up some of the stuff that's there, but the adults will know, which makes it even better than, in my opinion, than actually putting in like a full-on adult joke into a movie. So yeah, Adam Sandler though, I think he did a good voicing performance. If I go backwards, I think the only thing I can remember him voicing previously that I've seen is Hotel Transylvania, and he did a great job. Like, I think funny enough, his voice is actually, I think, perfect for animation, in terms of like, he's got a lot of depth there. It's got a bit of a croakiness there, so for certain characters, I think he's really good at that. And yeah, I thought it was alright. So rating the movie then, I actually gave it a 3-star. For me, Leo could have been in the cinemas. Like, it's a streaming movie, obviously, and I always ask this question at the end of the videos of these streaming ones, and I think Leo could have been in the cinema. It definitely had that, like, I've seen worse films in the cinema this year than this one, animated-wise. So the fact that Netflix has this, I think, is a great thing for them. Obviously, for their kids platform and all that they have. It's definitely a kids movie, but one that could have been in the cinema, should have been in the cinema, you could say, and could even be seen as a missed opportunity, in my opinion. But yeah, there's my review of Leo. Leo on Netflix, 100% go and check it out. It's not the worst film in the world, but it's also, you know, it's not one of the best films, but it's not a bad film at the same time. You will enjoy it. But there you go. There is my review of Leo. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you in the next one.